Gold prices in the Nepalese market has continued to soar in the past several months, recording a new high of just over 80,000 rupees per tola, which is approximately 10 grams. Given the scenario in the international market, it is speculated that there are troubling times ahead for consumers as far as buying the precious yellow metal is concerned. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama and these are the top stories of the hour. Intra-party power conflict and polarization within Nepal Communist Party starts changing dynamics of national politics. Top leaders focus on maintaining overall control in the party. Price of gold reaches a record high of 80,300 rupees per tola, 3.41 billion rupees worth of shares traded on a single day yesterday. US President Donald Trump greeted with roaring crowds on the first day of his India visit. Bilateral talks to be held today with the Indian president, including some landmark deals. And Liverpool continue their winning streak, register a hard-fought victory over West Ham to extend lead at the top of English Premier League. Let us begin with the national political updates. Polarization within the ruling Nepal Communist Party has been seen as Prime Minister and Party Chairman KP Sharma Oli and other top party leaders are trying to bring Vice Chairman Bamdev Gautam to their own respective factions. Meanwhile, the intra-party power conflict and polarization within the ruling party have started changing the dynamics of national politics. Executive Chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal and Senior Leader Madhav Kumar Nepal are very active, trying to make their respective factions stronger by weakening Prime Minister Oli's role in the party. For this, they had to bring Bamdev Gautam to their faction, who was once in the Oli panel during his appointment as the party's vice chairman. As per the strategy proposed by Executive Chairman Dahal, a task force was formed by the Secretariat meeting of the party for the amendment of the constitution provision. The main objective of the task force was to appoint Vice Chairman Gautam as a lawmaker of the National Assembly and later pave way for his appointment as the Prime Minister. The formation of the task force under the coordination of Senior Leader Nepal has been flayed by public at large, drawing a series of criticisms which led the proposed members Subhas Nembang and Kimlal Devkota to pull out of the task force. The main reason of the political strategy is focused on gaining majority in the Secretariat Committee and maintaining overall control in the party. Many leaders have taken the ongoing development as a strategy by Executive Chairman Dahal, splitting the then CPN-UML party to decrease Prime Minister Oli's role in the party. Senior leader duo Jhalanath Khanal and Madhav Kumar Nepal and Vice Chairman Bamdev Gautam, along with prominent leader Naren Kaji Shrestha, have stood by the agendas put forth by Executive Chairman Dahal in the 9-member Secretariat Committee meeting. The former CPN Maoist faction is trying to bring the disgruntled group of former CPN-UML party into its faction. The ruling Nepal Communist Party has announced for a unified general convention within a year. Meanwhile, a series of scandals during Prime Minister Oli's tenure and his key confidants being dragged into controversies have strengthened the move against Oli. However, the amendment of the constitution provision to please one particular person is likely to throw the country into further political chaos. Now, gold prices have been hitting record highs since several months now. However, the high prices have not affected its overall transaction in the Nepalese market. Based on market records, gold worth over 100 million rupees is being sold on a daily basis as of recent. We have a report. On Monday, the price for gold went up by 1,500 rupees. Gold was traded for 80,300 rupee per tola, which is the highest in Nepalese market so far. Economists say the price of gold has surged not just in Nepal, but in the international market as well, as investors have been buying more of the precious yellow metal due to the risks of investing in other sectors amid the coronavirus outbreak. In case of Nepal, more people are buying gold in recent time, also due to the ongoing wedding season.
$1700 पुग्ने अनुमान चाहिँ आइरहेछ अहिले हालसालै नत्र चाहिँ नि अस्तिको कुरासम्म के थियो भन्ने किन अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय बजारमा यो चीनको जुन कोरोना भाइरस रोग चर्किएको छ त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि आर्थिक कारोबार हुन सकेन हुन नसकेपछि मान्छेले सुरक्षित लगानीको निमित्त लगानीकर्ताहरू जम्मै भौँटारिएर सुनलाई रोजेको पाइएको छ।
Since the beginning of the current fiscal year, gold prices have gone up by 17,000 rupees. Up until last month, gold transactions had been limited and there were more individuals willing to sell gold compared to those buying it. However, the gold market has drawn significant number of buyers as of recent. Around 15 kilograms of gold is being sold each day as of recent, which totals to a transaction of over 102 million rupees a day. Meanwhile, economists have stated the increase in gold trade has fostered the informal economy.
त्यो 40% जुन अनौपचारिक अर्थतन्त्र छ भनेर सरकारले पनि स्वीकार गरेको छ नि, त्यस भित्रको खेल हुन्छ। र त्यो सबै सुन चाहिँ फेरि यहाँ खपत हुन्छ भन्ने पनि हैन है। स्मगलिङ भएर आवश्यकता पर्दा चाइना पनि जाला, आवश्यकता पर्दाखेरि धेरै जसो तल परे हुनाले भारततिर पनि जाला र यहाँ अलि बढ्ता भइरहेछ भन्नेदेखि त्यताबाट आउने पनि हुन्छ भनिन्छ। यो चाहिँ के भने कालो धन्दालाई मात्रै फरक पार्छ।
The price of gold in the international market stood at $1,620 per ounce last month, which increased by $24 this month alone. Now, the share market closed at 1,502 points yesterday. Transactions stood at 3.41 billion rupees, which is the second highest so far at the Nepal Stock Exchange. The NEPSE index had increased by 28 points in the first 5 minutes, however dropped by 22 points in the next 10 minutes. Overall, the NEPSE index dropped by 1.96 points to end at 1,502 points yesterday. The NEPSE index for all the other sectors except commercial banks and productive sectors dropped. Commercial banks saw an increase by 4.76 points, while non-life insurance saw a loss of 221 points. Stocks worth 3.6 billion rupees were traded at the Nepalese share market yesterday. And it's time now for a short break. For more news, do stay with us. It's the second day of US President Donald Trump's India visit today. President Trump is scheduled to hold bilateral talks with the Indian president and sign some landmark deals. Meanwhile, 5 people were killed in Delhi in protests over India's controversial new citizenship law on the day US President Donald Trump visited India. A policeman and 2 Muslim civilians died in the capital's deadliest day since the new law was passed last year. Vehicles were set alight in the clashes between supporters and opponents of the law, which critics say targets India's 200 million Muslims. Part of the city remained tense as Trump prepares for talks on Tuesday. The US leader, who is on his first official trip to India, visited the Taj Mahal with his wife Melania. Earlier in the day, they had flown into a colorful reception by huge crowds in Gujarat, the home state of India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Trump visit comes at an opportune time for Modi, whose government has been under pressure in recent months. Trump was welcomed with beer hugs, songs and dances. Tens of thousands of people in cities across Hindu-majority India have been protesting against the new Citizenship Amendment Act, which grants amnesty to non-Muslim immigrants from 3 nearby Muslim-majority countries. About 30 people have been killed since the protests began. Modi's Hindu nationalist government says the law is to protect persecuted minorities.
The greatest weapons ever made. Pakistani border.
Harvey Weinstein has been found guilty of sexual assault, including rape, keeping a stunning downfall for the former Hollywood mogul and a victory for the #MeToo movement. Weinstein, who is 67 years old, was convicted in New York City of 3rd-degree rape and 1st-degree criminal sexual act. Weinstein was cleared of the most serious count of predatory sexual assault. He faces up to 25 years in prison. He still faces charges in Los Angeles of assaulting 2 women in 2013. At least 80 women had accused him of sexual misconduct stretching back decades, including actresses Gwyneth Paltrow, Uma Thurman and Salma Hayek. The allegations were at the center of the #MeToo movement that inspired women to go public with misconduct allegations against powerful men. And with that, we have more news coming up, but right now it's time for yet another short break. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the lawmakers in Gandaki province what have they done to support the ongoing Visit Nepal Year 2020 campaign. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
विदेशमा रहेका आफ्ना सँगी साथीहरू चिनजान गरेका व्यक्तिहरू सङ्घ संस्थाहरूलाई पनि नेपाल आउने र विशेष गरेर गण्डकी प्रदेशमा आउनका लागि अभिप्रेरित गर्नका निम्ति हाम्रो व्यक्तिगत र सामूहिक रूपमा हाम्रो पनि उत्तरदायित्व छ र त्यो कर्तव्यलाई हामीले निर्वाह गरिरहेका छौँ।
पर्यटकहरूलाई आकर्षण गर्नको लागि हामीले त्यहाँ होमस्टेको व्यवस्थापन गर्ने र हाम्रो त्यो पर्यटन गन्तव्यको र हाम्रो धार्मिक स्थलहरू र त्यहाँ विभिन्न त्यो हेर्ने ठाउँहरू दृश्य अवलोकन गर्ने ठाउँको लागि हामीले साइनबोर्डहरू राख्ने होर्डिङ बोर्डहरू
त्यसको प्रचार प्रसार गर्ने त्यसको महत्त्वलाई बुझाउने मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ पर्यटकहरू आउने खालको वातावरण चाहिँ जिल्लामा गाउँमा होमस्टेको माध्यमबाट वा अरू माध्यमबाट आफ्नो ठाउँको प्रचार प्रसार गरेर आकर्षण गर्ने हो। त्यो अनुसार हामी गरि नै रहेछौँ।
सम्भावित क्षेत्रहरूमा जाने त्यो क्षेत्रमा गएर त्यसको प्रचार प्रसार गर्ने यो खुला कार्यक्रमहरूमा चाहिँ यो विषयमा बोल्ने विषयहरू चाहिँ मैले गरिरहेको छु। खासमा यो 2020 सफल पार्नको निमित्त यो गण्डकी प्रदेशमा प्रशस्त मात्रा आधारहरू त छन्, तर ती आधारहरूलाई चाहिँ अलिकति संरक्षण गर्दै त्यसलाई चाहिँ अलिकति व्यवस्थित गर्दै जानुपर्ने अवस्था चाहिँ छ।
आन्तरिक पर्यटनलाई प्रवर्धन गर्नु पनि एउटा महत्त्व छ भने अब बाहिरबाट पर्यटकहरू ल्याउनको लागि यहाँको महत्त्वपूर्ण हाम्रो पर्यटनको केन्द्रबिन्दुहरू कहाँ छन् त्यसलाई हामीले आफ्नो मिडियाको मार्फतबाट नै प्रचार प्रसार गर्नको लागि हामी सबै सचेत हुनुपर्छ।
बाह्य पर्यटकहरू मात्रै नभइकन यो विषयलाई पूर्णता दिनको लागि आन्तरिक पर्यटनको पनि विकास गर्न पर्छ भन्ने उद्देश्यका साथ म जुन जिल्लामा जान्छु त्यो जिल्लाको पनि आन्तरिक पर्यटक विस्तार हुनुपर्छ भन्ने मान्यताका साथ विषय उठाइरहेको।
It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
At community colleges that are out of operation due to the lack of students. Your options are A. Hand them over to other officers, B. Establish a training center, and C. Hand them over to the community. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for the sports update.
Sports news.
League leaders Liverpool defeated relegation zone West Ham United 3-2 in the English Premier League match late last night. Liverpool kept their winning streak intact but were made to sweat hard for the win by West Ham. In the match held in Liverpool's home ground Anfield, the Reds took a lead through Georginio Wijnaldum's goal in the 9th minute. However, West Ham equalized 3 minutes later through Issa Diop's goal. In the second half, West Ham took a 2-1 lead as Pablo Fornals scored in the 54th minute, however could not maintain the lead for long. Liverpool equalized in the 68th minute as Mohamed Salah capitalized on a mistake by West Ham keeper Fabianski. Sadio Mane scored the decisive goal for Liverpool in the 81st minute to seal the 3-2 win for Liverpool. With the win, Liverpool has now matched Manchester City's record of 18-match unbeaten streak at the English Premier League that was achieved back in 2017. Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool have 79 points from 27 matches so far. Liverpool will lift the English Premier League if it wins 4 of the remaining 11 matches. It is now time for our special segment, Sports Buzz.
Lionel Messi struck a hat-trick as Barcelona hammered Eibar 5-0 in a match under Spanish La Liga on Saturday night. Messi completed his hat-trick in Camp Nou in the first half itself. Messi opened the scoring for Barca in the 14th minute following a solo effort. Messi doubled the lead in the 37th minute as he utilized a pass from Vidal. Within 3 minutes of the second goal, Messi completed the hat-trick with another goal. This was Messi's 40th career hat-trick. Messi added one more goal in the fag end of the match to take his match tally to 4 goals, while Arthur scored the 5th goal in the 89th minute to seal the 5-0 win. With the win, Barcelona have taken a 2-point lead at the top from the second place Real Madrid, who suffered a shock 1-0 defeat against Levante. The 79th minute strike by Morales proved decisive in Levante's 1-0 victory.
Before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. Intra-party power conflict and polarization within Nepal Communist Party starts changing dynamics of national politics. Top leaders focus on maintaining overall control in the party. Price of gold reaches record high of 80,300 rupees per tola, 3.41 billion rupees worth of shares traded on a single day yesterday. US President Donald Trump greeted with roaring crowds. Bilateral talks to be held today with the Indian president, including some landmark deals. And Liverpool continue their winning streak, register a hard-fought victory over West Ham to extend a lead at the top of English Premier League. That's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Have a great day ahead.